So, everyone's been asking for this video. Here's a complete guide that'll help you beat everyone in your class, score high grades, and still have time for fun. In elementary, my grades weren't great. I guess my brain hadn't kicked in. But in high school, I was all about acing my exams, similar to SATs for those in the US, and guess what? I nailed it. Funny thing is, I'm not the academic type, nor a big study buff. My friends would study late, while I'd ponder whether to take a girl to the arcade or bowling. Here's the kicker. Some folks study less but score higher. It boils down to focusing on what matters because of the 80-20 rule, 80% of results from just a few key actions. For YouTubers, it's filming and editing. For fitness, it's diet, exercise, and rest. So, applying this rule to studying is key. Here are the top 3 tips. 1. Active recall. This is gold for studying. It's like taking screenshots with your mind. Half of school is remembering and repeating info, so this method is crucial. Here's how. Read a page fully, then take a break. Before reopening the book, try to recall what you read. This technique boosts memory like nothing else. 2. Efficient note-taking. Grab the essentials, jot down key points in simple terms. This makes reviewing faster and studying more effective. 3. Test yourself. Create mini-tests or use past exam questions. This prepares you for the real deal and helps identify weak spots. Studying smart, not hard, gets you ahead. It's about quality, not just hours logged. Remember, it's okay to have fun and study efficiently. You read a page and maybe grasp only 10% at first. After trying to remember what you've learned, check again to see what you missed. Keep doing this. Your knowledge grows from 10% to 20%, then 30%, and finally, you'll know the entire page. This method works because taking breaks helps your brain store info for the long run, even if I'm not an expert. That's why spacing out study sessions and recalling the info helps so much. Some people use flashcards, but I just read directly from the book. This approach helped me understand a whole history book. I didn't memorize every word, but got the key ideas. By remembering basic facts like dates, places, and events, I could connect the dots during tests and write detailed answers. Then, there are past exam papers. In my country, we use collections of the last 10 years' exams to practice. If you're younger, ask older students for their old exams, hide the answers, and test yourself. If you have no one to ask, find exams online, ensuring not to download any viruses. Using these papers is very effective because schools often recycle the same concepts, just with different wording or numbers. This way, the principles remain the same, and you can master them by practicing with these exams. If you pick an old paper, say from 1990, the syllabus might be different. So check it's still the same because schools tend to ask similar questions, just worded differently. Doing practice exams is a perfect way to prep for the real thing. Think of it like lifting weights. Aim to do a bit more each time. Say you lift 20 kg, try for 21 kg next. Apply this to studying. If you score 50% on a test, aim for 52% next time. See what you missed, study those parts, and try again. Slowly, you'll improve. Active recall gets the info into your head. Practice exams help you apply it under exam conditions. They're brutally honest, showing exactly what you don't get. But it's better to mess up a practice test than the real exam. Just like you'd practice basketball for a basketball game, not soccer, you should do practice exams to prepare for the real exams. Finally, there's a fine line before burnout. Work hard, but don't cross into burnout territory. You want to be in a zone where you're focused and the work feels natural, almost like the answers come to you or the essay writes itself. This balance is key to studying without hating it. Imagine you're in a zone where you're super focused for 2 hours. You might think you can go for 4 hours, but that's a quick path to burning out. So, aim for 2 hours of intense work, then take a long break. It's like being on a high during work, then fully relaxing afterward. Many of us, including me, sometimes end up in a middle zone where we're kind of working but not really. It's like having your computer open on an assignment, but also watching videos. You end the day feeling tired without really achieving anything. So, it's either time to work hard or chill out, not half and half. It's like when I play basketball, I'm either fully playing or taking a break, not doing both. The idea is simple. Work in deep focus, green zone. Avoid the distracting middle zone, yellow. And don't push into burnout, red. Work intensely, then rest completely. This avoids ending your day exhausted yet unproductive. First, you need to find your limit. The best way to do that is by pushing a bit too hard once to know your threshold. Then, stay just below that for optimal performance. Over time, your capacity increases. Maybe from 2 hours of focus to 3, then 4. In summary, work and rest in cycles like a lion. Powerful bursts of effort followed by relaxation. To apply what we've discussed, if you start your day 2 hours early, you can tackle a practice exam and do some active recall. Doing this daily, plus a bit more on weekends, means you're consistently making progress with just the right balance of effort and rest. On weekdays, let's say you tackle 2 practice exams each weekend. That adds up to 9 exams a week. Pair that with active recall to improve your scores. Over a month, that's 36 exams. Picture exam day. Half your classmates are like elephants, not lions, cozying up with books and coffee, or cramming in last-minute lessons and ending up too tired. There you are, stepping into the exam like it's just another practice because you've already done this dozens of times. To wrap up, hard work is just the start. Even if you slept only 4 hours and worked the rest, you wouldn't be the hardest worker because everyone has the same 24 hours. Tying for the hardest worker isn't possible because time is finite. It's not about how long you work, but how intensely. Many students focus on increasing their study hours, but that's a mistake. It's the intensity of work that can grow, much like muscle strength. When you start working with high intensity, you might find you can only manage an hour or 2 each day, but you'll achieve more. Those claiming they study for 7 to 12 hours probably aren't doing deep work that whole time. That's why I say I study just 2 hours a day. More hours don't mean better results. Focus on work quality, and as you build this muscle, you can gradually increase your study time without hitting burnout. Start with 2 hours of focused work, then maybe 2.5 hours next month, and so on. Study smart before hard. It's about quality, not quantity. And yeah, the sun's playing hide and seek today. It'll probably dip out in a few seconds again. But that's the beauty of weather, right? All right, sending a kiss to the sun. Watch, it's about to vanish. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, love this unpredictable weather.